How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days and welcome to my personal top 5 rarest items in Terraria. So if you've been playing Terraria for a while, you'll know some of these items are really difficult to get. And in the 1.3 update, some of the figures or drop chances have been changed on how rare these items are. So what we're going to do in this video is have a look at my personal top 5 items based on their rarity. And as a bonus, I'm also going to show you some example farms on how to effectively and quickly get these items yourself. So let's get started. And coming in at number 5 on the list is an item from the Jungle Temple, or the Lizard Temple. And it's one a lot of players don't even realize they can get, just because the item is so rare. And that item is the Lizard Egg. And it's actually a pet summon, and when you use it, it summons a rather unremarkable looking little lizard that follows you around and sort of flies a bit. The Lizard Egg has a 1 in 1,000 chance to drop from any enemy in the Jungle Temple, and that's a 0.1% chance. Now you can see why, I don't know about you guys, but I pretty much just make my way from start to finish, kill Golem, and that's pretty much it for Jungle Temple for me. So it's probably why a lot of the time we don't see the Lizard Egg that much. However, there is an easy way to set up a farm for it. I'll show you a simple and an advanced way. The simple way is to make your way to your big chamber, and then basically what you want to do is just set up a platform, a couple of platforms just off the ground, and then you can set up traps or anything like that. And I don't know if you can hear it, but there's actually enemies dying below me. And what happens is Terraria's spawning mechanics will make mobs spawn about 35 to 40 blocks below you. So you could use spiky ball traps, you can use arrows, a gun weapon, and basically just let it shoot for a while. And then when you drop down, there'll be lots of mobs down here for you. Really simple way to kill lots of jungle mobs super quickly. Number 4 on the list is actually 2 items in one, and it's the discount card and the lucky coin. And the reason I'm putting them together is they're both extremely rare and they both come from the pirate invasion. So the discount card has a 1 in 2,000 chance of dropping from most enemies, and the lucky coin has a 1 in 4,000 chance of dropping. As you can tell, you're probably going to want a farm to kill these guys in the big numbers that you need to get these items. But also on top of that, guys, you need a pirate map to summon the invasion, which is a 1 in 100 drop from the ocean. So I'm going to show you some really quick ways to get these items. If you want a quick way to get pirate maps, what you want to do is set up one of my ocean mob grinder farms. And basically how it works is you stand in a small pool of water and it makes all the mobs aggro onto this little pit underneath you. Then what you want to do is have some sort of summon armor on, and mobs that can't phase through blocks easily. So for example, the pirate staff is a really good way to do it. And as you can see, it's going to churn through those mobs super quickly. And the pirates will hang around on the platforms near you. So basically, as soon as any maps or loot drops, they're going to drop right on top of you. When you're ready to start farming the pirate invasion, I recommend you use a simple volcano trap that I've been using in a lot of my farms. Basically, it's wired so the teleporters off screen will get the mobs into the farm quicker, and the smooth sides are so that parrots can actually fly up the ramp and into the pit itself. One last thing is that these little lips on the side will actually stop the pirates from jumping out of the volcano, and that's a really important part because you want them to stay in there. So you'll see the parrots fly in, all the mobs are jumping in, lots of gold is coming our way. And if you've got a lucky coin equipped, you'll get money even faster with this trap. The only thing to be mindful of is the Flying Dutchman will just hover around up here or on the sides. And your options are either let it just keep spawning pirates and leave it AFK for ages, or alternately, you can jump out and just finish it off quickly yourself. Anyway, super easy way to get all the pirate drops without having to do much yourself. Number 3 on my list is an item that, if you watch my Let's Plays, you'll know I love this item so much. And it's the Rod of Discord, which allows you to teleport around just with a click of a button, and it'll take you wherever on screen your mouse pointer is mouse pointer is pointing. And it drops from these Chaos Elemental enemies. Now, the item has a 1 in 500 drop chance, which doesn't seem too bad. But the big issue with farming for a Rod of Discord is not so much that the item is rare, but it's also that the enemies they drop from is rare, like Tim. Oh gosh. So you can only get about 2 to 3 Chaos Elementals spawning in a minute, which means the reality is it could take you potentially hours to get enough Chaos Elementals to spawn to even have a chance to drop one in the first place. Anyway, let's look at a farm that can speed this process up quite a bit. Okay, so similar to the pirate farm, to get the Rod of Discord a bit easier, what you want to do down in the underground Hallow, is set up a similar sort of volcano ramp and just have plenty of area where the mobs can spawn and run up to your trap. Also, what I've got is some dart traps, just one each side, firing a dart every now and then, and that's to activate any mimics that spawn on the platform. Otherwise, they'll just sit off screen and never come to you. In addition, I've got a few spear traps just killing the random illuminant bats that spawn around the place. But as you can see, the Chaos Elementals will run straight into the trap and give you your best chance of getting a Rod of Discord without having to do too much. Number 2 on the list is an item that a lot of players discover by accident because it drops from one of the most common mobs in the game, the slime. And it is the slime staff. When you use it, it summons a little baby slime that attacks enemies for you just by bouncing into them. The slime staff has a 1 in 10,000 chance of dropping, which means yes, on average you need to kill 10,000 slimes to get one of this item, which makes it extremely rare. I've set up some farms that can speed up this process a bit, so let's take a look at them now. Okay, an easy way to speed up the collection of the slime staff is to wire up some slime statues to a 1-second timer. Now, there used to be a way to wire multiple timers to a single statue. Unfortunately, that's been patched, but a good way to do it is just set them up and use something like a minecart to have your character moving back and forward. This way you can actually set up more statues and collect lots of loot while you're doing it. Now, it's up to you. You can just set up, if you've just got one slime statue, just set that up and just pretty much stand underneath it and collect all the loot. If you want to collect more stuff while you're waiting, you can set up jellyfish, skeleton statues, bat statues, and you'll get lots of different drops. So, really cool way to speed it up. You could even set up like a little lava pit each side, and normal slimes will die while you're waiting. And that leaves us with our number 1 spot on my top 5 personal rare items in Terraria list. That item for me is a weapon, and it is the coin gun. The coin gun is a gun that shoots money as ammunition. And as you can see, the different types of coin do different amounts of damage. Now, the awesome thing about the coin gun is if you're wearing something like the Vortex set and activate its stealth mode, the amount of damage from the money goes up even higher. So you can see 467 damage with a 53% critical strike rate, which makes it an absolute beast of a weapon. And we're just going to pick on Eye of Cthulhu here, which is more or less an instant kill against him. So, very, very cool gun. Now, to farm for this, it has a 1 in 8,000 chance of dropping, which is incredibly rare. But it does drop a little bit more frequently from Pirate Captains and the Flying Dutchman. So I would use the same farm as I showed before, and that should help you get it that little bit quicker. Okay guys, so just to recap on our top 5 here, at number 5 we have the Lizard Egg, number 4 the Lucky Coin and Discount Card, number 3 is the Amazing Rod of Discord, number 2 the Slime Staff, and number 1 the Coin Gun. Want to do a quick few honourable mentions, such as items like the Axe, which is a 2% drop from Plantera, and also the Zephyr Fish, which is a 1 in 800 drop chance from fishing, so you just randomly catch up while you're fishing. Now remember guys, big thing with top 5s is you might have your own items that you think should have been included on the list, and that's cool. And what I want you to answer today is, what do you think should be included and why? It's important to give the why as well, so you might say, I think that the axe should have been included because such and such and such. Or I think that, you know, the golden fishing rod should have been included because it's a rare drop chance from fishing quests. Okay, So, had a lot of fun making this episode, guys. Time for some shout-outs as always. Let's get started. And our first one is from Crazy Garrett 1.3. And they've asked me to say in a Darth Vader voice. I'll try not to laugh. I always laugh when I do this one. Yaren, I am your cookie baker. Thanks, Crazy Garrett. That's awesome. Our next one is from GoFathanic. And they've asked me to say in an old man's voice, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this cookie. Thanks, Go Fast. That's awesome. Our next one is from, I'm pretty sure it's Senor Lizardon. And they've asked me to say, go, go, Crazy Kate. Oops. Go, go, Crazy Crates. It's almost a tongue twister. Oh my gosh, reminds me of Inspector Gadget. Thanks, Senor. Our next one is from Tassos oh my gosh, this is a tricky one. Tassos Vezrias. I think I've got it. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your surname there. And they've asked me to say in a Wolfgang voice, I can't wait to get the cookie meteor staff. Thanks, Tassos. And our last one is from that Australian guy. And they've asked me to say in a Martian's voice, we have come for your cookies. Thanks, Australian guy, that's great. Alright guys, as always, leave a like if you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment and let me know what you think should have been included in the top 5. And remember, respect each other's opinions. I've just put mine here, everyone else will put theirs. Have a bit of fun with it, but don't forget to include why you think it should be on the list. If you haven't subscribed yet, click that little HD icon in the bottom right corner. We just hit 75,000 subscribers. Woo! Thank you so much, guys. You're all awesome. We'll be having a celebration video very soon with giveaways and all that good stuff. Here's the most important part as always. You all stay happy, and I'll see you soon. This is Happy Days with a little green lizard, signing out. And that means that ectoplasm will be, getting farmed nicely. And you can see that was dead easy to set up that. So the mobs can cruise up the sides. The mimics can get in, which is one of the main things. Yeah, we've got lots of good loot. Oh, he's got 3,000 health! He's only got 3,000!